All right, I'm joined by Marc Leishman here at LIV Virginia. And Marc, when I think about, obviously, this is kind of been an uncertain time the last couple of weeks. What were kind of the emotions like at Mexico City when news was starting to break?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been through it a few times. Yeah, you just trust the team that's leading the tour, and they'll hope come out on top.
Yeah. Well, I just wonder, like, as we cross different bridges, obviously PIF removing their funding officially last week. How do you kind of view something like that? Like, what do you feel is the right attitude, or how did you feel at the time, and what do you feel is the right attitude going forward?
Um, I mean, obviously, it's a well, I don't really know what to think, to be honest. But hopefully the team that's looking after Liv, Scott, will find some private investors, and I mean, it's such a great product. So you see the crowds out here, how much fun they're having, all the kids out here. It's a really cool thing. So I think it's going to be all right.
Just going forward, you feel like it's got some long legs to it, that the product's good enough to get you into the next few years, or?
Yeah, I mean, you see the event in in Mexico City, the crowds there, and the Salinas family and their support. You got the Australia, you got South Africa, you got some huge events, and among others as well. A lot of other great events that we play. So with a lot of support. So I think it has got legs for sure.
Well, I just wonder, like, playing hypothetical for a minute, but like, what would you think, if somehow Liv did go away? That's an if, obviously, but what would be your thought process towards competitive golf? Are you the kind of person that would want to go pursue the PGA Tour, pursue maybe European Tour? Like, what would be your thought?
Oh, honestly, I'm not thinking that far ahead. Yeah, I'm confident that things are working out over here. I think it's going to be all right. Yep.
Just based on kind of what you've seen from Scott O'Neill so far from leadership already, or what kind of gives you that confidence?
Well, I think the product, the players we have, the crowds that we have, the way that we're growing the game around the world, and the diversity in the fans. I mean, you see so many families out there. Yeah, I think it's growing, and it's growing quickly, and I think things are going to be good.
How's the communication been like from leadership to you guys down at the players level? Like, how would you rate that over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, that we've had a little bit of stuff communicated to us, but I think, well, I can't speak for everyone else, but I trust what the team's doing. It's not my area of expertise to tell people how to run a tour or all that. So I just let them do their job and trust that they're good at it.
I talked with Thomas Dietrich and a couple other guys, and they were like, the last couple of weeks we just stayed off of Twitter, completely off social media, because it's like it doesn't even help our brains at all. Like, I'm just curious, how do you look at that?
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what's true and what isn't. I've never been big on social media anyway, so like I said, I just concentrate on playing good golf, and the rest of this year. I mean, we've got a lot of tournaments left, a lot to play for, and we'll worry about things if and when they happen.
Do you feel like there are any misconceptions at all right now with LIV Golf, or just narratives that aren't really fair towards the tour?
I mean, I don't know enough about what's being said, to be honest. So I don't really know.
So you like to keep it positive, it sounds like.
I'm a very positive person. Yeah. So the team that has been put together by the people that are running the tour have put a great team of people together, and they're experts. They know what they're doing. Obviously it was tough to see the PIF pull their funding, but I'm certainly looking positive and looking forward that other people will see a lot of value in it.
When you're out here at pressure moments late on a Sunday with your caddy, Matty Kelly, like, what are you expecting from him kind of under pressure, and what do you expect out of yourself, like, when you want to deliver?
I mean, you just want to do the right things. I think make the right decisions. Obviously, as a player, you have to execute. But honestly, I try and enjoy it and embrace the pressure. We practice hard, and we practice hard because when we get in that situation, we want to test ourselves. So the more we can get in that position to test ourselves, I feel like the better you get at it. And I certainly embrace the challenge of it, knowing that you have to hit a shot to try and pull off a tournament. There's so much to play for out here, and yeah, I love that challenge. It's great fields every week. You know, you're playing against the likes of John Rahm, DeChambeau, Cam Smith, DJ, among a lot of others. Joaquin Neiman, who's had a great few years. You know, it's great fields every single week, and that's some of the value that, you know, investors can get. They know the fields that they're getting every week. You know, we have to play every week, so it's I think that's a really good thing and a positive for the tour. And as a player, I think it's a positive too, because you know you're playing against great fields every single week.
We're going to see you this summer try to get into the qualify for the U.S. Open as well as the Open Championship, or what's kind of the game plan there?
I'll be doing the Open Championship. The schedule didn't work out for the US Open for me this year, unfortunately. It's the day after LIV Spain, so I won't be able to do that one, but I will definitely be doing the British Open qualifier.
I know we've seen each other at D.C., Woodmont Country Club over the years.
Yeah.
I guess there's not a direct flight at 11 p.m. to get you into D.C. in time, huh?
It could get me there by 7 a.m., but yeah, it doesn't look like it. So the direct flight goes to Newark. I've already looked at it. Yeah.
Well, Mark,
Yeah.
always appreciate the time. Thanks for it.
No worries. Yeah, thank you.